Hey guys, I'm just chilling in my favorite corner of the house, my cozy little safe space behind the toilet here. Longtime viewers of my channel will know that I'm just kooky about bathrooms. I freaking love the things, everything about them. So, ever since I was a child and I realized that the government would allow me to own buildings, I always had this dream of creating the ultimate bathroom zone. Sort of a Pennywise funhouse simulation where every door you go through there's a new bathroom. And if you're pooping 4 times a day, as you should be, you don't need to go to the same toilet twice. So when I moved into this house, I realized it was my chance to make that a reality. This was the one bathroom that was usable. And it's okay. It's got that tiny shower door that I bump my head on every day, and this crappy sink with no counter space. There's not even any toilet paper. So I had to do something about this. And this is an old house that was built in many stages, which made everything a lot more complicated. So I'm going to take you through 4 different bathrooms that are in different stages of doneness. This is bathroom number 1, which, as I said, was pretty much done. I think I needed to put that shower head on there before I could hose myself down. But let's go check out bathroom 2. So the first logical place to go seemed to be this room to the right of the vestibule inside the front door. It was just like a 5x8 room with nothing in it. Seemed to be the perfect size for a bathroom. Seemed like maybe people intended it that way for a long time, but nobody could ever figure out the logistics of getting the plumbing across the house because where we were is on the other side of the house. But I got that done. Used some reclaimed stuff from the secondhand store and this nice clawfoot tub. Sweet stuff. So this part I framed in and closed off so that I could have a laundry room on the outside. So now I don't have to go all the way to the opposite end of the earth to do my laundry. I can just do it on this floor. So let's look at what I had to do to make this one. First, I climbed all the way up inside this creepy hole where I can barely fit. And I crawled back there and I cut out a bunch of cast iron pipe so that I could tie in and add this new line going in. That was a complete ordeal, and I spent about a week straight inside here where I can't even turn my hips sideways because the vertical clearance isn't enough. Oh, there's my rag. That's a story for a different time because I had to replace a lot more than I initially intended to, and my only takeaway from that is don't use snap cutters on cast iron pipes. Just use your Sawzall. So once I got that done, it was just a matter of routing this all the way across creation, and that's right, out the other side of the house, because the other part was also outside the initial foundation. When they got plumbing, they added this side on, and then sometime later they enclosed the wraparound porch here. So this goes outside to a crawl space. So it's the twilight hour here, but if we turn left at the asparagus bed, maybe you can see I crawled all up in here, came out over there, and then roughed in all the stuff. So, you know, it picks up the toilet there, goes the tub there, and then I also just turned it upwards within the wall behind the laundry so that I could continue on to the floor above. But while we're here, let's look. There's the main vent stack. So that branches off over here to pick up the washing machine. It branches off over here. I had to move this down to make the main stack for the other one and pick up the lav here. And then it continues on down through the wall to vent the toilet down below where we just were. So I just finished making this bend off of the main stack here where I just left everything capped off before to pick up a tub and then go over, get a toilet. Toilet gets vented, which I'm abusing the plumbing code here. I go from a a 1.5, oh no, from a 2-inch to a 1.5. The toilet is supposed to have a 2-inch vent, but I could not get the 2-inch branched off of the vent there. I'll show you in a second. And then over here it goes to pick up the sink. So let's head up there. So up here is kind of a master bedroom with this weird network of closets back here. And here's where I'm working. I realized I haven't actually installed the lights yet or anything really. It's all stubbed out though. I've got supply and drain to all the fixtures now. Gonna do this guy in the corner with a shower up there. Yeah. So there's where I punched through to the roof for the main vent stack that goes down below. That turns over and goes down to where it branched off down below. And here's where I was talking about I couldn't get the damn 2 inches to fit in there because of the room between these studs. So this branch had to happen above the level of the toilet up here. Otherwise, if it overflowed, it would be going into this main vent stack and filling up the sink downstairs with raw sewage. I also branched the vent over to this side to pick up the sink. Yeah, lots of fun working up inside that little attic. You can kind of see this was the exterior corner of the house before they enclosed it. I don't know if you can tell it all in the darkness. Last but certainly not least is this doozy. This was a functional bathroom when I got here. This was the doorway and there was a tub right in front, vanity and toilet over there. And it was all outdated and weird, so I just bashed it all the bejesus and back and tore it all out for a complete redo. So I toyed with the idea of moving the door over here and reducing the footprint of the room, but that ended up being overly complicated, so I scrapped it. Interesting things about this room is you got old exterior here once you take the drywall off. Same on this side. So the plumbing is, I have endpoints here, so I drain out and vent in, so I don't have to run anything new through walls, and that makes my life a lot easier. Some of the tricky parts are this damn building, this part of the building is just sloughing off of the main house. For the last 40 or 50 years, it's sunk at a faster rate, so it was all sloped. So we actually ended up cutting these nice shims to make sure that the new floor is nice and level. So I've already got the plumbing kind of mocked up in a schematic way. I like to do this and then replace it with real lengths once I glue it in. But see, I don't want to bring the vent over through the wall or, you know, above the window or whatever. So I'm actually doing a loop vent where it's going to come up and pick up the sink that way before going down the main stack. And then I'm going to go with this pan shower in that corner. And that'll be bathroom number 4. Thanks for joining me on my whirlwind tour. The moral of the story here is that anyone can figure out and do this stuff. They can't legally stop you if you go to the Home Depot from buying all the stuff that you need to put this kind of stuff together. Even crazy stuff, you just have to think about it and iterate over time and make lots of mistakes. Even here where I opened up the wall, that was exterior with a load-bearing post, but I did a header board. I just thought it all through, made my plan, evolved my plan, and kept on going. You can do anything you want. Right, Bill? Right, cats?